Howdy, hi. You caught me adjusting my glasses again. They're a little smudged. I've had a busy day. My name is Mitchell T. Palmer. You know my name, damn it. So, tonight's episode we're going to call Beyond Me? Barbering? Yeah, that's what we're going to call it. No, actually, you know what? I'd like to take out these question marks that are right down there. I'd like to take them out because this is not a question. This is just beyond me. Just beyond me, ladies and gentlemen. You've already probably read my post. Those of you who haven't, please feel free to go do so. I had some friends join me at the barbershop way ahead of time this morning. I rolled over early this morning in my bed to find on my handy alarm clock and telephone that some people had made their way into the barbershop somewhere around 3 in the morning. Now, you'll note the timestamp here says 5:11 a.m., and that is when they actually made their way in. Excuse me, now you can hear me. It's pretty blurry video, but I assure you, these gentlemen have no clue the great shots we got. There, look, he doesn't even have his gloves on yet. He's getting ready, but he's not quite ready, and looks like Dad's already down the road and already ahead of him with a crowbar over his shoulders. So once these gentlemen, I call them gentlemen loosely, made their way inside Gentleman Barber today, early in the morning, they did a really good job. I'll tell you what, they did a pretty good job. They bundled up nice and warm, keep themselves warm. Let's go do a break-in somewhere, and boy, they were bundled good. They were really, really set for winter. And sadly, they thought that I have several cameras around this place. I mean, all over, top and bottom. And I think they believed they were really set in terms of how they covered themselves up. But sadly for them, we got a couple of really good shots of both of their faces. So here's the deal. As I wrote in my post, some of you may have read. If you haven't read it, as we switch back to something more exciting, some of you may have read it. Some of you may have not read it. But these two individuals, we got some really clear footage of these guys. And I've spent my day talking to some really good people, some law enforcement people. I've spoken to break-in specialists. I've spoken to a federal court judge today, actually. The items stolen weren't they were pretty minor, but they have a lot of value to me, and they're gone. So I'd like to do this video for two reasons. One, maybe one of you out there is one of these gentlemen. Probably not likely. Maybe somebody out there will see it and recognize one of these gentlemen. Send it on to them, scare the life out of them. Let's get some sense talked into these two boys. Maybe one of you recognizes something about the way one of them walks, one of them talks. Well, I guess not talk. But one of them walks, one of them stands, one of them one of them puts on his gloves, right? Or maybe something else in there. If you're thinking you might recognize this guy has shoes that are too big, you can tell. They were nice, though. They were Adidas All-Stars. A couple of sizes too big, though. He had a hard time keeping his shoes on. This guy had a hard time getting his gloves on. And what I'd like to reiterate is, the items you've taken, you know what they are, and you know everything you took. I am very clear now on the penalty that comes along with what you've done, and I think you are too. I think you know very well. So my advice, let's call it a request. Have you consider bringing everything back that you did steal and returning it by Christmas Eve. Let's enjoy a Christmas miracle, and I won't press charges. It's that simple. They aren't big items. They aren't a big deal, but they are important to me. So bring back everything by Christmas Eve, or if one of you out there notices something about one of these people, go ahead and let me know. If you see something you think might spark a memory or a recognition about someone, but you want to see something a little clearer, I can provide you something a little clearer. You contact me directly, and I will gladly do that. One more time through these two videos. Pause here because I got to unmute myself. All right, I'm unmuted. One more pause between these videos. He's really struggling to keep those shoes on. And this guy doesn't have his gloves on, but he's trying to catch up, and now he realizes he's been left behind. And then my camera freezes for a minute. Once again, that's not indicative of what you can see and what Sandy City is looking at right now. Anyway, I would like to say to the rest of you, not these two individuals. Is that hateful? Yeah, it is a little hateful. Happy to do some good turns for you. Bring my stuff back by Christmas Eve. No charges. Anybody who recognizes them, let me know. If you see anything you think might be recognizable. And once again, my name is Mitchell T. Palmer. You know my name. This has been Beyond Me. And I'd like to say to each one of you as this refreshes one more time, still doesn't have, I want to get rid of those question marks, but I'm not doing it right. I want to say to you, God bless you, everyone. God bless America, the greatest country that ever existed on God's green earth. And unlike these gentlemen in the videos, be good or don't get caught.